How much insurance do you need when you ride a motorcycle? Hi, I'm George Tate with Utah Bike Law, motorcycle attorneys that ride. So, have you ever heard that term, cover your ass? Well, that comes from the insurance industry. It's meant to say cover your assets. So, long story short, if you have $1 million in assets, including your home and property or motorboats and motorcycles and ATVs and all that jazz, you should have enough insurance to cover all of that. Why? Well, let me tell you a story. About 3 years ago, I represented a fellow in a motorcycle crash on 4700 South here in Salt Lake City. It was a terrible accident. The light turned, my fellow came out on the green light, and a fellow blew through the red light, broadsided him. This might be a little graphic, but it tore open his abdomen. His intestines are laying on the street. He had a broken pelvis, broken leg, broken arm, all on the left side, you know, where he got slammed by the vehicle. Well, long story short, and getting back to the topic of this video, the owner of the vehicle had $50,000 worth of liability coverage. Yeah, $50,000 wasn't going to cut it. This fellow had a case worth $2 or $3 million. So, my private investigators went out and investigated the offending driver. It turned out that he had a lot of property scattered across Utah. Some in Salt Lake City, some down in Murray, some down in Lehigh, and some down in St. George. Altogether, it added up to about $5 million. So, what we had to do, unfortunately, is to sue him, and we had to have him liquidate or sell some of that property to make up for the damages that he caused to the motorcycle rider, our client. So, if you're riding a motorcycle, how much insurance do you need? You need enough to cover your assets, cover your ass, in other words. You know, there's also another issue. If you're riding a motorcycle with passengers, let's face it, sometimes motorcycle riders themselves are negligent and cause injury. And you better have enough insurance to cover that too. I'll talk about that in another video, but to answer the question in this video, you need enough insurance to cover your ass, to cover your assets. So please have enough insurance, okay? Just a word to the wise, it's not all that expensive. You know, you gotta have it. Anyways, let's all be careful out there. Watch out for each other. Have a great time on the road. Take care. If you need any questions answered, I often consult with no charge or whatever. We'll talk and see how much insurance you need. But down the road, if you're in a motorcycle crash, feel free to call me. I'll answer any questions and represent you if needed. We're trial lawyers. We go to trial fairly routinely. Anyways, be careful out there. Take care.